Hi. How are we doing today? Good morning. Hello, 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 hello. Sanvanani, how are we doing today? Like, how are you really doing today? Welcome to Godher. It's a new day. My name is Khudisang. I hope you're okay. I hope you're coping. I hope that you're strong mentally, and I hope that you're taking care of yourself. It's important to remain centered in like all these things that we're facing. Remain centered and remain connected to your source. Remain calm, because this too shall pass. And I want to remind you that you should be okay with where you are, because you're doing your best. You're doing your best under the circumstances. So stop comparing yourself to others. Your journey is unique. Your life is unique. You are unique. You're different. It's important to set yourself free from societal pressures, societal expectations. You're doing your best, and I want you to know that it's okay to be where you are. Be okay with where you are in the process. Stop putting yourself under pressure. Be kind to yourself, because the world is full of nonsense. Harsh. So just be kind to yourself, and every now and again tap yourself on the shoulder and tell yourself, I'm doing well. I'm doing the best that I can under the circumstances. And it's important to stay calm. Do not panic, do not be anxious, because this too shall pass. Today I am drinking rooibos lemon and ginger, although I wish I was drinking coffee. But yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Stuff is vile. Wowza. Anyway, today I want to encourage you to continue to set systems in place that support the life that you want to build. Systems that support your journey to manifesting your gifts and your talents. It's important to be mindful of your daily habits. It's important to be mindful of your daily practices. Are these things that I do every day, from the moment I wake up to the moment that I lay my head at night to sleep, are they building the life that I desire? Are these things leading me to achieving the goals that I've set out for myself, right? Yesterday I sent a voice note and I was talking about the importance of having a plan in place, because most of us, year in year out, we're just living and we're just allowing life to happen to us. We're not proactive. We're not actively being part and participant of, we're not being participants of our own lives, and we're not showing up, and we're not participating in the story of our lives. And it's important to have plans in place. It's important to write down your goals. So today I wanted to encourage you to set daily habits and daily practices that support the life that you are trying to build, that support this journey of you trying and the desire that you have to manifest your talents and to manifest your gifts. What do you do every day when you wake up in the morning? Are you scrolling your phone for like 2 hours before you get out of bed? Or are you being productive? What do you do in the morning? Do you wake up? Do you read? Do you study? Do you meditate? Or are you scrolling social media for like 3 hours? You know what I mean? It's important to be intentional. From the moment you wake up in the morning, be intentional. And I've learned that how I start my day sets the tone for the rest of the day. How I start when I wake up in the morning literally sets the tone for the rest of the day. And it actually starts the night before. The night before, you've got to be sure, like, when I wake up in the morning, this is what I'm doing. So how I do it is that my diary, I divide it into like sections, right? Like I have a self-care section where I write like, okay, in the morning when I wake up, I'm reading, I'm meditating, I'm studying the word, I'm having a time of prayer, I'm working out. That will be the self-care little block. And then depending on what's on the schedule for that day, if it's Meal Friday, I'll write, okay, under Tabita Foundation, today it's Meal Friday, and then it's this, and then it's that. So you've got to know before you go to bed at night what you're doing the day after, right? What you're doing the next day. If in your office you've got certain tasks that you're given for that week, break them down in order to be more productive. There's nothing more satisfying than coming home at the end of the day and you've been able to achieve absolutely everything that you set out to. Reward yourself with being productive. It's so important to set daily practices that support the life that you want to build. So today, it's just the main thing that I want us to learn to consistently do is to have lists. Set out your to-do list, write down your list. What is it that you want to achieve this week? At the end of the week, you take stock, you check, okay, have I been able to achieve this and this? Listen, you're not going to get it right all the time, but consistently doing it gives you confidence and it will bring results if you consistently plan your week, plan what you want to achieve. Those yearly goals that you set out for yourself, can you break them down into like quarters? Can you break them down into like, okay, it's quite a big goal. Let me break it down into like 90 days. Let me see, okay, for this first 90 days, concerning this goal, this is what I'm going to do towards this big goal that I have. The second term, this is what I'm doing. The third term, this is what I'm doing. And you'll realize that you actually make progress because you have a solid plan in place. Dreams and romance and having these wonderful ideas without actually doing anything and without actually taking action, it's self-defeating. You realize that you're growing older every year. Now you don't want to celebrate your birthday anymore because it seems like you're not able to achieve anything. Like when it comes 31st of December, people are celebrating. When you don't want to celebrate because you actually didn't achieve anything. Whose fault is that? We've got to stop blaming external factors for the things that we're supposed to do internally. The work that you need to do is within. And it starts with simple things like having a plan in place. It starts with this simple thing of like, this is what I want to achieve this week. Today is Tuesday, today is Wednesday. By Friday, I must have achieved this, and that. That's where it starts. And you realize that you get better at scheduling, you get better at planning, and you become productive and you're able to tick off those goals and you start achieving. That's just what I came on here today to encourage us to do. It's important to have a plan in place. It's important to have a plan for the week. It's important to have a plan for the day. My name is Godher-Its, and I just wanted to encourage you to live your best life. Keep showing up as yourself. Be okay with where you are in the process. Most importantly, be loyal to your own vision. Be true to yourself and keep the promises that you make to yourself. If you have a plan in place and if you keep working at that plan, it's just a matter of time before you see the powerful manifestation of your talents and your gifts. This is Godher-Its signing out from Godher. Cheers.